Good evening, Dr. Polio, Board Chair Diane Porter, and members of the Jefferson County Board of Education. This evening, we have the honor of recognizing the outstanding accomplishments of our students, teachers, principals, and one of our amazing community partners. We begin tonight with the recognition of GE Appliances for its strong, ongoing commitment to supporting and investing in Jefferson County Public Schools and our students. This summer, GE Appliances partnered with JCPS to provide Google Chromebooks and state-of-the-art smart appliances to further enhance students' learning experiences during the district's inaugural Backpack League Summer Learning Initiative. In total, GEA invested $70,000 worth of Chromebooks to the Backpack League. The company recognizes how local industry and JCPS can work together to strengthen outcomes for students. Earlier this month, GEA invested nearly $300,000 to build a training assembly line for students in the manufacturing pathway at Doss High School and update school signage there. During the last 3 years, GE Appliances has served as an Academies of Louisville business partner mentor for the program at Doss and even launched a program where Doss students can work 2 days a week and earn pay, work experience, and a $6,000 per year tuition credit. GEA has also donated new appliances to the JCPS Clothing Assistance Program, as well as programs at several JCPS schools, including Coleridge Taylor Elementary, Crosby Middle, Highland Middle, and Kammerer Middle. Dr. Polio, Chief Academic Officer Carmen Coleman, Assistant Superintendent Christy Rogers, and all members of the Jefferson County Board of Education, if you could join us at the front for a group photo as we extend our sincere gratitude to GE Appliances. And here to accept the certificate and frame photograph of our Summer Backpack League is GEA Director of Employee Communications, Allison Martin. Up next, we have the privilege of recognizing Butler Traditional High School students Bryson Sebastian and Kaylee Frith for being elected American Legion's Kentucky Boys State Governor and Kentucky Girls State Governor. American Legion's Kentucky Boys State and Kentucky Girls State are among the two most respected educational programs of government instruction for high school students. These premier leadership and mock government camps are for boys and girls who are considered a highly regarded leadership training program. For the first time in the program's 79-year history, one school received both gubernatorial seats at each respective camp. Butler's seniors Bryson and Kaylee were elected by their peers as governor at these camps over the summer. Kentucky Boys State had approximately 140 members, was held at Campbellsville University, while Kentucky Girls State had around 60 participants at Georgetown University. The program immersed the incoming seniors from all over Kentucky into the operation of his or her local, county, and state government, where students learned about the role and importance of each office and then had the opportunity to run for that office. Throughout the week, students had the opportunity to hear guest speakers, attend classes on the role of our government, network with one another, and campaign for their desired office. Dr. Polio, Board Member Joe Marshall, and Chief of Schools Dr. Devon Horton, please come forward to extend our congratulations to Bryson and Kaylee. Joining them in the recognition is their teacher, Jonathan Joseph, and Butler High School Principal, William Allen. Up next, we have the privilege of honoring J. Graham Brown School student Stephanie Sithu for winning third place in the National Living the Example video contest. This contest was created to provide adolescents and young adults as ages 13 to 24 a platform to showcase healthy living, passions, hobbies, and achievements. In order to help detract from negative messages, Mentor Foundation USA seeks to provide a social media platform and contest for young people to inspire and encourage each other to live the example. Youth are asked to submit a short video showing how they are choosing healthy alternatives and living the example. It was first launched in 2012 and has amassed a reach of more than 200,000 people so far. Stephanie's 1-minute video shows how through animations and art, she practices patience and perseverance to help bring social change in her community.
My name is Stephanie Sithu. I'm 14 years old, and I'm from Louisville, Kentucky. And this is how I'm living the example. I've made stop-motion animation videos for a few years to make a difference in my community, like encouraging people to vote or to stop distracted driving, some even winning awards. I love playing the violin and the piano, and enjoy doing any type of art. I'm also a self-taught contortionist, because I really like the feeling of having no limits. But with all these skills, it takes a lot of patience, practice, perseverance, and determination. And I want to show others that they can have that too. And that's how I'm living the example.
Now, Stephanie just returned from Los Angeles, where she attended the award ceremony and red carpet celebration in Hollywood. Dr. Polio, Board Chair Diane Porter, and Assistant Superintendent of High Schools, Christy Rogers, please extend our congratulations to Stephanie, and joining her in tonight's recognition is her principal, Angela Parsons. Up next, we have the honor of recognizing Lassiter Middle School teacher Brandy Gilkison for being named the 2019 Outstanding Social Studies Teacher of the Year by the Kentucky Council for Social Studies. KCSS serves as the primary voice for social studies education in Kentucky. Each year, the council recognizes outstanding social studies teachers, and they are honored each fall. Mrs. Gilkison is a Louisville native who graduated from Mayo High School and then went on to receive her bachelor's and master's degrees from the University of Louisville. Her colleagues describe her as a bright and talented teacher who inspires her students to love not only the study of history, but more importantly, to ignite a curiosity to investigate the various and often conflicting perspectives that make up our understanding of history. Her students are active investigators of history and the past ever-present influence on the present. Mrs. Gilkison has spent her entire teaching career at Lassiter, and for the past few years, she has served as a team leader and the social studies department head. Dr. Polio, board member Linda Duncan, and Assistant Superintendent of Middle Schools Michelle Dillard, please come forward to extend our congratulations to Mrs. Gilkison, and joining her in the recognition is her principal, Jonathan Sessler. Up next, we have the privilege of recognizing Western Day Treatment teacher Ericka Brooks for being a finalist for the 2019 Kentucky Special Education Teacher of the Year. The Council for Exceptional Children Education is a professional association of educators dedicated to advancing the success of children with exceptionalities. The Council is committed to their core values of visionary thinking, inclusiveness, and integrity. Ms. Brooks describes working with ECE students with learning disabilities her calling. In her own words, "I want to be a change agent. I want to be the one teacher that connects the behavior, trauma, and academics together and teaches children who are often pushed aside." She enjoys working with elementary-age students because she wants to improve their behavior and academics before they get to middle school. Here is a short snippet of what class is like in Mrs. Brooks's room.
My name is Ericka Brooks, and I am an ECE teacher for Western Day Treatment Program.
Super Duper Cope is back and ready. Get on top of those desks. You know how we do. Let's go.
You got a chance to meet Super Duper Cope, and she comes and does coping skills. And because we are a treatment first, school second, I really wanted to tie in that piece with my students. So you got a chance to meet her.
I feel smart. I feel good.
Erica's awesome. I mean, she's amazing. She has a great passion for what she does. She's always trying to engage the students in various lessons.
95, 100.
Give yourselves a good job. Good job. Good job. Good job.
As you can see, my class is live with energy. They are part of the Wolf Pack. That is our class name. So we really take part in being with the tribe. And they had their superhero costumes on. So we create these alternate identities to not escape from the past experiences that they've been through, but to bring all those things out, the creativity, the success. And sometimes especially with dealing with kids with trauma, sometimes, they don't really like themselves and they don't really, care about themselves. So we create these characters where they feel like they belong. And so Super Duper Cope helps them do that. And some of them will run around in capes and masks. And so this is just a typical, normal day for us in the classroom.
We wish her all the luck in this competition, as I believe the winner will be announced at the council's conference here in Louisville later this month. Dr. Polio, board member Joe Marshall, Assistant Superintendent of Elementary Schools, Joe Leffert, please extend our congratulations to Ericka, and joining in her recognition is her associate principal, Lori Nodler, and Western Day Treatment principal, Heather Moss. And finally, tonight, we have the privilege of recognizing 2 Tully Elementary School educators for showing compassion and being champions of the district's core values. Physical barriers nearly canceled a field trip to the Falls of the Ohio State Park for 4th grade student Ryan Neighbors, who has spinal bifida and is in a wheelchair. But her longtime instructional assistant, Nancy Bickers, and a 4th grade teacher, Jim Freeman, refused to let that happen. Freeman is not Ryan's teacher. He teaches in the classroom next to hers, but that did not stop the 11-year teaching veteran from offering to carry her on his back so she could enjoy and experience the field trip the same as her classmates. Pictures that Mrs. Bickers took of Mr. Freeman carrying 10-year-old Ryan in a special backpack were posted on social media and shared by her mother and the district's communications team, and soon the story went viral as millions of people were left inspired by his act of compassion. As of October 9th, more than 650 stories about Jim and Ryan have been shared across local, national, and international media outlets. This includes all of our local stations, but also visits on or features from NBC Nightly News, ABC News, and People Magazine. On September 26th, the Today Show flew them to New York and Mr. Freeman and Ryan to share their story. And on September 27th, they were chosen as ABC World News Tonight's Persons of the Week. According to Media Library Kentucky, roughly 642 million TV viewers watched a story about Mr. Freeman and Ryan, while there were also nearly 600 million unique website visitors that read, watched, or listened to stories about them online. We are fortunate to have thousands of wonderful teachers and instructional assistants like Mr. Freeman and Mrs. Bickers who go above and beyond each and every day for our students. They are true champions of the district's core values. Dr. Polio, board member Chris Brady, Assistant Superintendent of Elementary Schools Joe Leffert, and Chief of Schools Dr. Devon Horton, please come forward to recognize both Mrs. Bickers and Mr. Freeman. And joining them in the recognition is their principal, Linda Dunnenhauer, as well as Ryan and her mom, Shelley King. And Dr. Polio, members of the school board, this concludes our recognitions for this evening. Thank you.